As I'd mentioned, I had spent a lot of time around dolphins and in a dolphin world, but as I'd said before, I hadn't had anything to do with whales. So doing this program, we realised that we needed to spend time with whales, and I know especially with Greg, it was very important to him. So in 2017, we went off to Hervey Bay for a week with two close friends that we knew on their boat that was appropriately named Migaloo 2. So we went way up to the north end of Hervey Bay to a place called the Bay of Dreams, which is the birthing place for the whales. And we had a week out with them. Nothing prepared us for what we experienced or received. Number one, just being around these majestic animals for 24 hours a day is breathtakingly amazing. It has to affect everybody because you're with something so much larger than life, so powerful. It does something to your brain waves. It's just information comes in. Also, we had a recording that we'd put under the sea, and you could hear them. You could hear, 24 hours a day, often would go to sleep with them, about 200 whales. When you listen to all of their songs, every note is different, every sound is different. You get, I think everybody does, but it especially affected me, the power of that sonic sound and what it was doing as it reverberates through your body with that connection that reverberates with you in a oneness with the universe, with the ocean. It was incredibly powerful. So, we all get our own individual, unique experiences that's just ours alone when we are with the whales. One of the great things I found that we certainly brought up in the film was know thyself, know your authentic self, know who you truly are. Because if you understand who you truly are and what you really are, everything shifts and changes. So your perspective comes from a different place altogether. I think this is one of the gifts that the whales have to give without you consciously doing anything or even being aware. Just being in that presence, in their presence, with that sound does that shift with you. So when we came back from our very first trip, we were energized. So it made it so much easier to tell our story, how we wanted to be told. And you can't get enough. We went back in 2018, and you just go deeper again, you go deeper again. So we spend a lot of our time in gratitude to the whales, in thanking the whales for what they've had to give, for the insight, for the opening that they, it's a little bit like psychedelics in a way. You do psychedelics because it'll open up a part of your brain that you experience things that you necessarily can find very difficult in normal life. Well, whales do almost the same thing, but on a deeper, profounder level. So, and I hope some of this comes across in our film. That's what we're really hoping, that part of this experience can become your experience. Because the film, even though it's done in verse and seems relatively simple, has many layers to it. People have said sometimes they've had to watch it 2 or 3 times to actually get the message, because the message will be unique for each person on their path to where they're at, to what resonates with them. So it was with that excitement that we released the program out. And it was very important to us that this be done as a gift, that not to charge money for it. It felt this was a gift from the whales, and we were just the transmitters for this to put it out, and it needed to go out for free. And I always remember when it first went out, I thought, if just one person sees it, I will be happy. If that one person, has some effect or starts them on their own journey, then the work has been done. So with that, it was a big release of letting it out, of not, just one person. That would be great. So yes, it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey, and I hope that people, if they have time and they can watch it, and I always suggest to people, when you do watch it in a time for you where you're not hurried, where you can take 20 minutes out, because it's sort of a meditation, and enjoy the journey and let the journey take you wherever it needs to take you.